Thank you so much also for the amazing video realized by the guys of Lega Serie. So congrats also for them for joining us today here. So thank you for setting up such an inspiring framework for today's conversation with these welcoming remarks. And then let's move on the fifth panel of today. And the title of the panel is Football from football pitch to the fan experience, an innovative perspective. And football, today is no longer just about 90 minutes on the pitch, but it's something more. It's about facilities, major sport, innovation, and an overall experience for the fans just before, during, and after the match. So this panel will explore how facilities, tournaments, and the long-term vision are reshaping the fan experience and the legacy. So I'm honored to be joined on the stage by Mr. Waleed Algarni, Assistant Deputy Minister of Sports, Facility Development of Minister of Sport of Saudi Arabia. Welcome on the stage. You can sit there. His Excellency again, Carlo Baldocci, the Ambassador of Italy to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you for joining us again. And Mr. Pier Massimo Marras, General Manager of Salini, Saudi Arabia, of the Webuild Group. Welcome to the stage. Oops. Thank you. So, okay. Leave it there. Thank you so much. So let's now begin the discussion and welcome again on the stage. I would like to start with Mr. Algarni from the Ministry of Sport of Saudi Arabia. Mr. Algarni, from the ministry perspective, Saudi Arabia is investing a lot in sport and in sport facilities. What are the key priorities guiding this facility development today? Yes, you need to open maybe.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. And I would like to, first of all, to thank you for having me here today. And I hope that we are all benefits from this partnership across all sport sectors. So back to your question, the key principle for the development, guiding development today, it's back to where we start the national strategical demand that's come from the KSA Vision 2030. So there are key elements and priority that we are focusing on in terms of building the asset to have a good legacy, and secondly to be financially and economically sustainable, and the last factors is to have the facility have the ability to host international event. So these are the key elements that we are shaping our development toward the future.
Thank you for this insight. Let me bring an institutional diplomatic point of view. Your Excellency, Ambassador Baldocci, I would like to ask you if you can tell us more about sports diplomacy and how it applies to football, both on and off the pitch.
Well, sport diplomacy is absolutely a key ingredient of the diplomacy toolbox. When we talk of a relation between two countries like the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Italy, you can really experience that this is a fundamental movement towards creating more collaboration, more people-to-people relations, and more financial activities, more exchange of capacities, of experiences, and this is really something crucial for the relation between two countries like the Kingdom and Italy. I believe that we have achieved already important results in the past few years. The Supercoppa is a fundamental ingredient of those results, indeed. As I was mentioning in my starting remarks today, well, the fact that we started in January with the last edition of the Supercoppa and we are ending in December with the second edition of the year of the Supercoppa means a lot, because the idea is that there is a lot that fits in it every day, and there are a lot of opportunities. When we talk about football out of the pitch, you know, for Italians, it's like when we are seated at the table. Normally we eat, we have lunch, we have dinner, but we talk for a certain period of time about the previous lunch, the previous dinner, and the future lunch and the future dinner. So when we are watching football, we start doing the same. So we talk about the last match, the future match, but we also talk about the possibilities of doing things together, of moving forward in all the activities that are around the match. And this is fundamental when we are here in the Kingdom, because a lot of things are going to happen here. The Kingdom is going to have the World Cup in 2034, and we want to be a significant part of the collaboration to be successful on that occasion. As I always say, and I will finish, as I always say to my Saudi friends when they visit me at my office, there is a very big picture of Italy winning the World Cup in 1934 in Rome. And I always tell them, this is your turn now. So we will work with you in order you achieve that, and that we arrive at the final match at least. Then we never know what's going to happen. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Ambassador. Let's move just 1 second to the industry perspective, Mr. Marras. From your point of view, how does Saudi Arabia's vision for sports facilities differ from more traditional stadium approach and concepts?
Okay, you mentioned 2 words, traditional and new Saudi. See, the starting point from Saudi is already at the level of medium high if you compare to the traditional stadium that we have all over the world. Is not sufficient for the World Cup, which requires higher standard, but still is a good starting point. And of course, the movement in Saudi are going pretty much fast. If you go step 5 years ago, who could think, and here we have Asian Cup, Expo, World Cup, Winter Game. So there is a trend and a speed at which this state, this country, this kingdom is moving that doesn't have a comparable benchmark now in the world. Now, the stadium that for what had been disclosed so far on the website, on the media, on the paper, are not only iconic, is made for amaze people, for having experience, which is on top and on side of the sporting event that he hosts. So you are planning to do something which will be an emotion itself to be in the stadium, not only despite the competition that is hosted there, which is also important because give you visibility all over the world. Now, if we come to the construction perspective, when you make something which is unique, iconic, then there are no benchmark for referring to. You cannot say, yes, this stadium has a budget that much because per seat we allocate that much, or the time for constructing the stadium is 3 years because someone built a stadium in 3 years. What you are planning to do are exceptional. So it requires movement well ahead. So there are various I don't want to stay here boring the people, various ways to go in from the design to the contract to the construction. Of course, we as Webuild, we are excited to be part of the construction or to cooperate with the country, with the kingdom, on which we are present more than 60 years. But I want to stress some things which are related mostly to start as soon as possible, because when you make something unique and iconic, the time to do it is not necessarily easy to to forecast since the beginning. And someone says that try to avoid to rush at the end, because when you rush at the end, you become inefficiency, you lose the budget control. So this is the only from the perspective of the construction company what I can say.
Thank you so much for this insight. And just linking to this, Mr. Algarni, looking ahead, what kind of opportunities do you see for Saudi-Italian partnership in this transformation of sport facilities and the fan engagement?
So I believe there is too many opportunity with this partnership, Italian and Saudi. It's maybe would divided in two aspects, and it could be even more by exchanging the knowledge. So between during this partnership, in terms of technology, in terms of infrastructure and facility and operational. And the second point could be learning from the previous experience with Italian. So that will help us during our development to learn more and more from your experience, so we can even adopt it and mitigate any future risk and overcome any potential challenge during our development.
Oh, top. Thank you. And just an extra question. Just you were speaking about the challenge. I would like to know what is, according to you, the biggest challenge in ensuring that the new sport facilities and are fully integrated into the daily community life.
So I believe is that to have the stadium to be accessibility and to have it more attractive for the people. So accessibility and activation is playing very important role in our stadium. So when we are starting from where we select the site, so for example in Prince Faisal bin Fahd, where we have it's located in Al Manas district, when we develop the master plan, we develop it that integrated with the stadium. So people, they can easy to have access to the stadium, even easy to access to have the park. So the family, they can enjoy the journey. Having this 2 point in our consideration, our design, that help a lot to overcome the challenge that I discussed or I mentioned it earlier.
Thank you so much for your insight. And back to Ambassador Baldocci, from your perspective, how can events like this one during this week, the Italian Super Cup in Saudi Arabia, can transform football into a platform for cultural dialogue, for people-to-people exchange, and also long-term cooperation between Italy and Saudi Arabia?
Well, I think that the events like Supercoppa really are crucial to this extent. And what we are doing today here, it's witness this very clearly. It is evident that the fact that people are coming here to play football means a lot more, because a lot of people are coming here around discussing about football or just trying to project new ideas and new capacities of doing things around the football platform. Let me just tell you that my foreign minister signed just a few weeks ago during his visit to Riyadh during the business forum I was mentioning in the opening address, an important MOU with the Minister of Sport, with design as the Minister of Sport, and which is a very special platform of collaboration, which fits perfectly for football, but of course for all the sport activities in which we can cooperate together. And I always want to thank His Excellency Gandura for being very kind in sharing views with my embassy, with my team, myself, of course, and to project new initiative for the future. So really, events like the one we are doing today means a lot, because it's through this kind of events that we can really get the result of our capacities. So there should always be a moment in which we catalyze our information, our experience in something different, which is shaped by the fact that we are coming from different experience, but we want to concentrate our capacity and to create something bigger and something better for the future. As I already mentioned, we are here and we want to work with our Saudi friends in a very close way and establish a very strong and fruitful collaboration in this sector.
Thank you so much for this insight, and I would like to go back to the industry perspective with Mr. Marras, and I would like to know what role do international companies like yours play in this transformation, and also in the transferring the Italian or know-how, and at the same time, in which way your company is trying to adapt to the local culture and the local ambitions.
But the question is not easy to answer, and we are here 60 years in the country, and we are always try to integrate our company within the Saudi culture. We can say also that after 60 years we are a part of the kingdom also, not only a presence here. And of course, we are continuously, we have here in Saudi directly employed 16,000 people. So we are talking about the big numbers. And our know-how is transferred to Saudi company, to Saudi local company, along with the cooperation itself with them. We cooperate we started having a lot of subcontractors, and now some of the companies which years ago were our subcontractor are becoming our partner directly. So they are raising along with us in developing important projects on which we are proud, we are honored to part of, from the Riyadh, from Trojena, the metro lines, on which we are continuously in stadium also. Now we did Al Bayt Stadium in Qatar, and we are also ready here with the partnership with the local company again to start with the major infrastructure and stadium which are planned to be built here in Riyadh, in Saudi generally.
Just to conclude this session, I have a final question for all of you. If you look to the future, if you look 5 years ahead, what will fans remember most about attending the football match here in Saudi, according to your vision? Mr. Algarni, please, if you want to start.
So I would say to create a good fan experience. That's really what we would like to achieve by having a good design stadium. Even before that, planning and design the stadium and construct and make the good and excellent operational. That will really play a significant role to attract fans locally and internationally to the event.
Thank you. Please, Ambassador, if you want.
Yes, well, 2 messages. The first is I'd love to see even more of Italy in the success of the football industry in the kingdom. And I think we are ready to see beautiful results on that. The second, more on a personal basis, in 5 years' term, I would love to see my football team, Roma, to play for the Supercoppa.
Yes, this a great insight also for me. Thank you. And Mr. Marras, if you want to share your idea.
See, first of all, we are so excited to be part of the potential partner of the kingdom for construction. And I'll say you are doing a great job, great things. We are sure that the speed you are moving, you will be surprise us beyond our expectation, because this is happening, and every year the changes in better that we are seeing, and we are part of is amazing. So keep going as you are doing, and you will be absolutely amazing everyone with the event that you are planning to.
So thank you again. Thank you all for sharing your insights. Please join me to